Hello, my dear children. Let us begin a new chapter in social science today. That is chapter 18, our rights and duties. So, in this video, you will be learning about the Indian Constitution. So, let us begin the class for today. Okay. So, before knowing the Indian Constitution, okay, first I will give you a simple example. Okay, usually when you were at school, when teacher comes to your class, when it's the beginning of the academic year, she might usually select a leader, isn't it? She might select a class leader. Why is she selecting a class leader or a class representative? So that the representative will handle the students in the class or see to the discipline of the class in her absence, isn't it? If teacher is there, she will be seeing to the discipline of the class, isn't it? The same way in India also, there has to be some rules. And if it was in school, how do she maintain the discipline? It will be according to the rules of the school, isn't it? According to the rules of the school. Isn't it? Even new students have to follow that rules. The same way when you take the example of a country, or if you take a country as an example, every country should need some rules. Okay. So, for example, if we take the example of our country India, you know that in India there are millions of people, isn't it? It is a highly populated country. So, there should be someone who controls this country. There has to be some authority in the country that will control the people and the things that are happening in our country, isn't it? There should be someone who should take care of the country as well as control the people. We cannot control them fully, but to maintain a little bit of control, there should be a authority, isn't it? And how will the authority function? How will they function? They will have to function according to some rules, isn't it? The authority who has to take care or who has to keep control of the country will have to perform according to some rules. Okay. Likewise, the constitution means a set of rules. Okay. So, every country will have a set of rules. Okay, every country will have a set of rules according to which the government will govern the country. Okay, every country will have a set of rules according to which the government will govern the country. This set of rules is called constitution. So, what is meant by constitution, children? Constitution means the set of rules according to which the government governs the country. Okay, the set of rules, so you can say as it is given in your textbook, every country has a set of rules. According to which the government governs the country. Okay, this set of rules is called the constitution. Or you can simply say that constitution means a set of rules according to which the government governs the country. So children, please underline this point in your textbook. I repeat again, constitution means the set of rules according to which the government governs the country. Governs means to take control of, according to which the government controls the country or administers the country. Okay, that is the meaning of governs. Okay, so according to these rules, the government will be taking control or looking after the country, will take care of the country according to these rules. Okay, likewise this constitution, every country will have this constitution. Likewise, India also has constitution. India also has a constitution. Constitution is nothing but a set of rules. And this constitution is written in a book known as the Indian Constitution. Okay, it is written in a book known as the Indian Constitution. Okay, Indian Constitution, and it came into effect. When this Constitution of India came into effect, it came into effect on 26th January, came to effect on 26th January 1950. Okay, it came to effect on this day. Effect means into action. Okay, that was after the independence. What did the leaders do? The leaders sat down. Okay, the leaders had to handle such a large population, isn't it? Also, they have to see to the country, isn't it? So, what they do is that they sat down and they decided to form certain rules by which they could run or they could control the country. Okay, likewise they put some rules and they noted it down, and then the constitution came into the final verdict, or the final rules, set of rules came into effect or into action on 26th January 1950. Okay, it was the day in which the constitution came into effect. Came into effect means came into action. That means we started to follow this constitution on 26th January 1950. And since then, that day, that means 26th January, since then is celebrated as a Republic Day. Okay, 26th January, you know that it is celebrated as Republic Day. Since when? Since 26th January 1950. Okay, Republic means it is a government, or it is a government in which the representatives, so you can say that it is a country in which the representatives or the government is selected by the people of the country. That means we are electing our representatives. Okay, such a country is called a republic country or a republic nation, in which we ourselves will select the representatives, or we will elect the representatives, isn't it? It is according to our wish, or it is according to our will that we are selecting the representatives, or the ones who have to govern the country is selected by the people itself. Okay, such a country is called republic country. So you can say that the Constitution of India came to effect on 26th January 1915, and since then India or our country is a republic. Republic means it is a country in which the representatives are elected by the people itself. Okay, and you know that 26th January is celebrated as our Republic Day. And there is one more fact about our constitution. Okay, constitution means the set of laws itself. The Constitution of India is the longest written constitution in the world. Okay, Constitution of India is one of the longest written constitution of the world. That means that much rules are there in the book. So it is the longest written constitution. Okay, Constitution of India is the longest written constitution. Here I have shown the picture of the constitution, Indian Constitution. Okay, and it is one of the longest written constitution of the world. Understood? Then Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is known as the architect of, was known as the architect of Indian Constitution. Architect of Indian Constitution. Architect of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is known as was known as the chief architect of Indian Constitution. That means he is the one who gave the final structural framework or the final design of the Indian Constitution. That's why he is known as the chief architect of the Indian Constitution. Okay, he was the one who put forward the structural framework of the Indian Constitution. That means how the laws are arranged in the Indian Constitution. He was the one who gave a framework to that. That's why he is known as the architect, as the chief architect of Indian Constitution. Okay, so children, I hope that this part is clear to you. This is just the introduction portion. So I will repeat once again whatever we have learned in this class. So in this class we learned about the Indian Constitution. Okay, I told that Indian Constitution is nothing, it is a set of rules. Okay, just as the other countries will have a set of rule, the same way Indian Constitution means it is the set of rules by which the government, by looking at which the government will govern the country. Okay, that set of rules is known as Constitution. Okay, and this Constitution is one of the longest written constitutions of the world, and it came into effect. That means it came into action, or we started following this Constitution on 26th January 1950 onwards. So since then we can say that India is a republic since 26th January 1950. Republic means it is a country in which the representatives are elected by the people itself. Okay, and since 26th January is considered as Republic Day in our country. And the architect, the chief architect of our Indian Constitution, or the one who gave the structural framework to our Indian Constitution, was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so children, I hope that this part is clear to you. Please underline the important points in your textbook. Thank you, children.